Hello, I'm Hilda Rodriguez, and today I will analyze and offer improvement to the term of use of Priceline.com. First, I will not only define a contract, but also I will explain how a contract is created. Secondly, I will examine if the terms and conditions in Priceline.com is a valid contract. Thirdly, I will explain if visitors are bound to it or if they have to click I agree. Fourthly, I will analyze if visitors have a dispute with Priceline, if they can or cannot sue. Last but not least, I will offer recommendations for the terms and conditions. First, it is essential to know what is a contract. According to Gerald and Hill, 2018, in its dictionary, Search Terms and Definitions, they define contract as an agreement with specific terms between two or more persons or entities in which there is a promise to do something in return for a valuable benefit known as consideration. Paragraph 1. Therefore, it's crucial to understand that a contract is a commitment between two or more parties, and the deal has conditions that both parties agree to pursue and acknowledge. Also, for a contract to be created, it must contain four elements. According to Small Business Development Corporation, 2018, in its article, Contracts and Agreements, it says, for a contract to be legally binding, it must contain four essential elements: an offer, an acceptance, an intention to create a legal relationship, a consideration, usually money. Paragraph 12. Therefore, a contract must contain these four elements to be considered a valid agreement between two or more people. Secondly, now that the definition of a contract and its elements are defined, I will examine if the terms and conditions in Priceline.com is a valid contract. A contract to be valid must have four components: an offer, an acceptance, an intention to create a legal relationship, and a consideration. Also, the terms will explain the contract conditions or contract guarantees. Small Business Development Corporation, 2018, paragraph 15. Therefore, it is crucial to understand the difference between these two terms. In fact, according to Small Business Development Corporation, 2018, in its article, Contract and Agreements, it says, contract conditions are fundamental to the agreement. If the contract conditions are not met, it is possible to terminate the contract and seek compensation or damages. Paragraph 16. It also defines contract guarantees. It says, contract guarantees are less important terms and not fundamental to the agreement. You cannot terminate a contract if the guarantees are not fulfilled. However, you may be able to seek compensation for any losses incurred. Paragraph 17. Therefore, after reading the terms and conditions on Priceline, it is a valid contract because it outlines details such as the first step a person needs to follow when there is a dispute. Priceline says, you agree to give us an opportunity to resolve any problem, dispute, or claim relating in any way to the Priceline websites. Also, it provides details of the parties entering the contract. It explains the time and days that the agreement will be valid if there is a dispute. Besides, it outlines the jurisdiction and the laws of the state where the dispute needs to be filed. Therefore, all the details in the agreement are valid for a legit contract. Thirdly, are visitors bound to the terms and conditions, or they have to click I agree? First, it is vital to understand that there are two ways to agree to a terms and condition in a website: click grab and browse grab. According to Bailey, 2009, in his article, The Click That Bind, Way Users Agree to Online Terms of Service, he says, a genuinely click grab agreement in which a service provider places a toss just adjacent to or below a click button or checkbox has been held to be sufficient to indicate the user agreed to the listed terms. Paragraph 4. Therefore, click grab method incentivizes users to read their terms and click agree. However, most of the times users do not read the agreement, but courts acknowledge that at least websites offer the opportunity for users to read the agreement. Bailey, 2009, paragraph 4. Also, Bailey explains that the agreement must be shown to users at least once, and websites implement that users need to scroll all the contract before click I agree. Bailey, 2009, paragraph 5. Bailey also explains that there are best practices for click grabbing. For example, the terms and conditions should be shown before any payment or installation of a software. Provide users an easy method to navigate the terms and conditions. and the agreement is accessible online after the user agrees to it. Bailey 2009, paragraph 7. Click-grant method is favored by courts. For instance, the case between Feldman v. Google Inc. demonstrated. Feldman sued Google because Google required Feldman to pay for advertising, but Feldman claimed that he was a victim of click fraud. What is click fraud? According to BigCommerce in his article, What is Click Fraud? How to Identify and Prevent Fraudulent Clicks, click fraud definition is when an individual, computer program, or generated script exploits online advertisers by repeatedly clicking on a PPC, pay-per-click, advertisement to generate fraudulent charges. Click fraud drives up advertising costs, lowers conversion rates, and skews user data for online businesses. Therefore, the judge says, the user here, Feldman, had to take affirmative action and click the Yes, I agree to the above terms and conditions button in order to proceed to the next step. Clicking Continue without clicking the Yes button would have returned the user to the same web page. If the user did not agree to all the terms, he could not have activated his account, placed ads, or incurred charges, as cited in Hamilton 2016, paragraph 23. Therefore, this case proves that courts may favor click-grab as the preferred method for users to enter into an agreement with websites. Now, according to Bailey, 2009, in his article, The Clicks That Binds, Ways Users Agree to Online Terms of Service, he says, browse grabs do not require a user to engage in any affirmative conduct. Websites with browse grab agreements often purport to bind their users by passive conduct, unrelated to the task itself, like continuing to use the website or proceeding past its home page. Paragraph 8. Therefore, browse grabs methods are unfair agreements for users because websites do not bring to their attention the contract. Also, Bailey explains that courts find irrational for websites to expect that users will find the terms and conditions unread. On the other hand, if browsers are placed on the website where it will call the attention of users, courts will be inclined to favor browse grabs. There is a case that showcases that browse grabs are not the preferred method of agreements. The case between Lon v. Provide Commerce Inc. demonstrated. Lon claimed that he purchased a floral arrangement, but it was a do-it-yourself. Therefore, the court analyzes the element of the website, and it says, the court concludes that the proflowers.com hyperlinks and overall web design failed to provide an user with constructive notice of the terms of use, as cited in Toto and Bookington 2016, paragraph 5. Therefore, this case proves that courts may not favor browse grabs as the preferred method of users to enter into an agreement with websites. Therefore, for users to be bound to the terms and conditions, websites need to be diligent in providing click grabs as is the preferred method accepted by courts. Fourthly, visitors can or cannot sue Priceline if they have a dispute. According to Priceline 2018, in its website, Priceline.com LLC website terms and conditions, it says, it requires that any and all claims must be resolved by binding arbitration or in small claim courts, and it prevents you from pursuing a class action or similar proceeding in any forum. Paragraph 6. Therefore, users will not be able to sue because they give out the right to sue. In fact, according to Berlin 2017 in his article, You are constantly signing away your legal rights and you don't even know it, he explains. Pervasive arbitration clauses can also have an impact on your civil rights. For example, when a top executive at Goldman Sachs sues on behalf of bankers claiming sex discrimination, and when African American employees at Taco Bell restaurants say they were denied promotion, court has to toss out their lawsuits because they were bound to arbitration, according to a New York Times report, paragraph 5. Therefore, arbitration will deny websites users the right to sue, and they will have to fix any dispute in arbitration. What is arbitration? According to Business Dictionary 2018, it defines arbitration as a settlement of a dispute, whether of fact, law, or procedure, between parties to a contract by a neutral third party, the arbitrator, without resorting to court action. Paragraph 1. Therefore, visitors will have to solve any dispute with Priceline through arbitration, and they will not be able to sue Priceline. Last but not least, there are recommendations for the terms and conditions. First, it is highly essential to offer to users the option of click route for the terms and conditions when users arrive at the website. It is a best practice that it will offer the opportunity to users to be aware that there are conditions for using the website. In fact, according to Bailey, 2009, in his article, The Clicks That Bind, Way Users Agree to Online Terms of Service, he says, allow the users to easily read and navigate all the terms. For example, being a normal, readable typeface with no scroll box. Paragraph 7. Secondly, the terms and conditions link is located in the footer area of the web page, but it does not provide a contrast against the other elements. In fact, according to Routledge, 2007, in his article Contrast and Meaning, he says, contrast helps lead the reader's eye into the true your layout. Paragraph 13. Therefore, it is vital to offer a distinction in the footer area to bring attention to the terms and conditions. In short, I analyze and offer improvement to the terms of use of Pricelines.com. First, I not only define a contract, but I also explain how a contract is created. Secondly, I examine if the terms and condition in Priceline.com was a valid contract. Thirdly, I explain if visitors were bound to it or if they have to click I agree. Fourthly, I analyze if visitors had a dispute with Priceline, if they can or cannot sue. Last but not least, I offer recommendations for the terms and conditions. Thank you.